Apollo set on launch control. We passed
The 6-minute mark in our countdown for Apollo 11. Now 5 minutes, 52 seconds and counting. We're on time at the present time for our planned liftoff of 32 minutes past the hour. Spacecraft test conductor Skip Jovan now has completed the
Most people are occupied with jobs, pleasant or unpleasant, from 9 to 5 every day of their life. I don't know how you feel about it. Probably you like being in prison. But I'd rather do something which would be pleasant, helpful, and necessary. Most of us accept this prison, this routine, and that we all feel is intolerable, not just verbally, but actually. Do something about it. We'll create a new society. We will. If all of us say we will not tolerate for a single day this routine, this monstrous activity of 9 to 5, however necessary, however good and pleasant, then we will bring about not only psychological revolution but also outwardly. You might say, no, I can't do it because I have responsibility. Now, if we all consider that such a psychological as well as physical revolution of this kind, not bloody and all the rest of it, then we'll create a quite a different society, won't we? but we are also timid. We're also nervous, frightened, anxious. We want the security which we think we have, which we haven't got. So will you go into this and find out if you can free yourself from that rat race? Human mind has the quality of other things. We are concerned with the whole of life, not just career, 9 to 5, how we live, what we do, whether there is affection, care, love, compassion, all that is part of life. But we are so conditioned to this idea that we must work. I wouldn't go for a single day from 9 to 5 for anybody, for anything. I might die, but I wouldn't do it. But we have constructed a society, built a society based on violence, armaments, each nation protecting itself against other nations, and so we are perpetuating wars. So one has to inquire, if you're not too tired, what is thinking? Probably nobody has asked this question. Very few people do. Don't wait for me to answer it. Look at it, observe it. Thinking is part of memory, isn't it? Investigate it with the speaker, please. Don't sit there comfortably or uncomfortably. Thinking is part of memory, isn't it? If you had no memory at all, would you be able to think? You wouldn't. Our brain is the instrument of memory. Memory of things that have happened, experience and so on, the whole background of memory. The psyche, which is the me, and the me is the image I have built about myself. There is nothing spiritual about it. That's another ugly word, spiritual. Experience, knowledge, memory, and the response of memory is thought. Experience is always limited, naturally. Because it's a complicated question, because, oh gosh, everything is complicated. Is experience different from the experiencer? Give your brains to me, find out. If there is no experiencer, is there an experience? Of course not. So the experience and the experiencer are the same. Like the observer and the observed. The thinker is not separate from his thoughts. The thinker is the thought. When you see this fact, this actuality, just to observe it in yourself, not move away from the reality of it, from the truth of it, to hold it, to remain with it, not run away from it, not rationalize it is so. Then it's like holding a precious jewel in your hand. See all the beauty of that jewel. Then you will see for yourself that fear psychologically completely ends. And when there is no fear, you are free.
And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
I have dreamed a dreary dream. Oh, who is free of sorrow? Oh, my love was dead on a leafy bed beside the river Yarrow. For my love was dead on a leafy bed beside the river Yarrow. And many men did come and go, and all were armed with knife. They've slain my own dear swain. They've twined him of his life. Oh, they've slain my own dear swain. They've twined